of the ChimSpect app for chimney inspections. It can be used on Android or Apple devices. It can be used on a tablet or a cell phone. But when you're presenting your findings to the customer, a device with a larger footprint does work better than just a cell phone. When we open the ChimSpect app in New Inspection, here you would, of course, enter in all of the customer information, the reason for the inspection, and I have any reason that I could think of that you would possibly be out there to do an inspection, especially including anything that would be included in the NFPA 211's reasons for inspections. Also, the level of inspection, level 1 parts of level 2, level 2. I also have added as needed for the estimate or service provided if you're not doing a full inspection. Part of your cover page will be adding a customer's picture, a picture of their home, or that you can use from either the camera or from the camera roll. Usually it's a curbside picture of the customer's home. Once you've entered in all of that information, you can begin building your inspection report. Our inspection report, you can have any number of masonry chimneys, any number of flues in a masonry chimney, any combination of fireplaces or other appliances that would happen to be in that masonry chimney. In the same report, or in its own report, you can have the factory-built chimney, factory-built fireplace, freestanding appliance. You can also have a factory-built chimney that's inside of a facade that's called a chase. And again, you can have any combination of those types of appliances. With a masonry chimney, tap on masonry chimney, and you'll notice everything that you would want to note for your inspection is listed here. If it's a freestanding appliance, it also has the attic space and basement and crawl space here, but it's also going to be in the area of the fireplace for basement and crawl space if you add a fireplace. So first we would add a masonry chimney. And again, we can add a picture from the camera roll. And if we wanted to enter a description of the chimney, we can enter that here. Have a drop-down list for materials that the chimney would be made out of, chimney location, whether it's interior or exterior, your roof type, approximate pitch of the roof. You can enter in measurements if you choose to, the crown length and crown width, approximate heights from the ground, approximate heights from the roof. These are not required in your report. You can leave any field that you want blank, but you may want to include all this information, especially if you do chimney repairs. Not all of this information is going to show up in your customer's copy of the report because our ChimSpect is building 3 reports simultaneously. One is the PDF report for the customer, one is all of the information for your records, and a third report is for your on-screen presentation that we'll talk about here shortly. We have drop-down menus for everything that needs a drop-down menu. Let's say this chimney does not meet the 3-2-10 rule. We can look at the comments built into the system, and you'll see that we already have comments programmed in there for the chimney not being tall enough. Mortar condition, again, you can take pictures, you can make any of the comments that you want. We have a list of comments that are already built into our system, but if you want to add your own custom comments, you can either do it from your library or you can build a comment right on the fly. You can even use your microphone to speak the comments into the inspection report. This is how you would type in using voice auto text. Again, anything that you would look at on the outside of the chimney for your inspection reports available in this menu. Once you've done the inspection for the exterior of the chimney, you can add your flue. And you can do these in any order that you want, but you first have to build your report by adding the masonry chimney, adding the flue, and then say adding the fireplace. So if you like to start your inspections inside the home, you would start with the fireplace. Let's go back to the flue. And what I would like to show you is our system does a lot of the math for you. You cannot do a proper inspection without doing some math. One is determining if the flue is appropriate for the size of the appliance, especially a fireplace. So our flue shapes are either rectangular, circle, or oval. Even if they're a square, they're a rectangle. And what you would put is the internal measurements of the flue. In our area, we have a lot of 12 by 12 flues. The interior measurement is about 10.25 by 10.25. Again, here's everything else that you're going to inspect on the flue. And again, we've got a lot of built-in comments, and there you can add your own comments as well. Places you're going to see the system doing the math for you. Once you put in your fireplace width, let's say it's 40 inches wide. Let's say this fireplace is 30 inches tall. You see the exclamation points that just popped up there. It's going to let you know that that fireplace is oversized for the flue area, or the flue area is inadequate for the fireplace. We will also put the combustible trim Let's say it sticks out more than 1.5 inches. This is what NFPA 211 goes by. Your clearance to the combustible trim, if you put anything in there less than 12, is going to fail. And you're also going to be exposed to code every time you press that little red exclamation point. Where the trim projects more than 1.5 inches, the clearance should be at least 12 inches. Your current value is 11. General condition of the hearth extension, but your hearth extension size, let's say we only have a 12-inch hearth, that's going to fail. A 19-inch hearth, that's going to fail. A 20-inch hearth is, of course, what is required. Let's make it fail, and it's going to tell you that the flue extension from the fireplace should be at least 20 inches. The current value is only 2, which is not suitable for the fireplace opening. So ours is doing a lot of math checking for you. Hearth extension either side of the fireplace, let's put that at 6 inches. It's going to fail. The hearth extension size on the side should be at least 12 inches. Current value is 6. If that fireplace was smaller, it would say that the value needed to be 8. The depth of your firebox, of course, needs to be 20. Anything less than 20 is going to fail. The throat size is the distance between the lintel and the bottom of the damper. Current standards for that is 8 inches. Anything less than 8 inches is going to fail. Your smoke chamber height, which is not to exceed the width of the fireplace. So anything we put in there that is wider than the opening of the fireplace is going to fail. The smoke chamber height is 56 inches. The width of the fireplace is 40 inches. So again, this is teaching you code as you are looking at everything in the fireplace. From the inspection report, we also, let's say we've built the inspection report from the customer. Now we'd like to get a signature from the customer. If we tap on this icon right here, it's going to take us back to a page where findings and conclusions are. You could enter in whatever you wanted to say about this fireplace. This fireplace fails miserably. You should move out and get a new house with a better fireplace! Exclamation point. Your signature acknowledgement. Didn't mean to copy that into the signature acknowledgement, but you can copy and paste into the signature acknowledgement. We are going to tap on the little clipboard where we have some comments set in there. I'm Jim. I inspected this fireplace. I want to append this and say I accept this report. So I can either replace that comment or I can append it. So I wanted all my credentials up there and that I was the inspector of it. And it also has our little signature acknowledgement there. In order to see the signature acknowledgement, you would tap on the little icon that is up here right by the printer. Looks like a computer monitor. And we go to that very last dot before the X. There's what I have told the customer that they need to acknowledge, and now they can sign that. Once we have a report completed, we would want to upload it to the dashboard. You need to have everything perfectly in all of these fields filled out: customer's name, address, state. Email has to be in a correct format. If they don't have an email, you can put no email at email.com for your email address. But all of these have to be filled out in order to be able to upload it to the cloud. I'm going to go to our cloud so I can show you what is there. Obviously, this inspection won't be there because it did not allow me to upload it. Okay, so when you get to your dashboard, you would log in. Your profile is what's going to build your cover page. You can build your own disclaimer, or you can use our default disclaimer. Customer logo, your company logo. Again, with our system, you can have any number of devices. Each device beyond the first device is an additional charge. You can build your own comment assist library. These are the main headings that you would find in your inspection report. So let's click on masonry chimney, and we want to add a comment. Let's add a comment to the 3210 rule. And we'll just call this test. That's your excerpt, so you can find your comment, and we'll put this as test 2. We will go back to our device. We will tap on these 3 little lines. We will download our profile. Your masonry chimney, 3210 rule, test.
Is there something else?
And we'll just go ahead and replace that comment with the comment that we just put in there. So building your own comment assist library is very helpful and very simple to do. Let's open up a different inspection so that I can show you how to upload your inspection. It saves to the cloud. Now that it's saved to the cloud, a lot of our customers have printers in their truck, but not everybody does. That's all right. You can generate your report. And if we do a reverse pinch like we were zooming in on this picture, you'll notice up here now we have some other options that we can do. So if we want to email this report, we can click on email. If it's a small enough report, we can even send it as a text message. We'll go ahead and email that, or text that, and momentarily you'll see that text come through. and this is what your customer would find. Your disclaimer, your beautifully written report, findings and conclusions, and if I had signed this report, there would be a signature in that box. Also, from our dashboard, you can view and edit the inspections. Oh, that's a worthless picture right there. Let's go ahead and delete that picture. We can delete it. We can choose another file to upload. Now we've swapped out that picture. So we can edit anything that we want to edit in an inspection report. Let's open up a different inspection report instead of a test one. You're going to find that there are 3 reports that our system is building. One is the PDF report that the customer is going to get. One is all of the information that you're going to record. The customer knows they have a steel roof. That doesn't need to be in their PDF report. They don't care what the pitch of their roof is. All they care about is what is needing attention in their report. And again, down at the bottom, once we get to the bottom of this report, it's a long one, we can add some private notes. Okay, let's click out of that and let's go ahead and view a PDF report. You see everything that is in her PDF report, and you'll notice that there's some things in there, or the things that are not in there are like the length of her crown and other information that she already knows and doesn't really care about. So if it doesn't say she has a steel roof, it doesn't say what the pitch of her steel roof is, etc. ChimSpect is the most advanced chimney inspection software that you're ever going to find. We also offer a 1-month money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, you can leave it and get your money back. There is no long-term commitments. So it's a no-obligation free trial. So go ahead and sign up at chimspect.com and enjoy using our service.